Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Blades of Avernum. Last episode, we found our way through this fortress protecting the way into the heart of the island. There was a lot of hydras in here and a naga. Killed them all, didn't really find much information, but apparently our brother Richie managed to sneak in here and got captured. We let him go. Now it's time to head further. You have expected the journey to the heart of the island would involve climbing to the peak of the mountain, but the path you can see before you involves descending deep into the ground. The magic of the island that spews at its heart comes from the foundation of the island itself. Makes sense. You might have expected a confrontation with slavering monsters and hostile spirits infesting an entire dungeon, but that is not what you find at the heart of the island. You can feel only one other person here. Macrone. You are alone with him, here, alone with the old man, full of regret, embittered by whatever happened to him before he even came to this island, yet for some reason wanting to destroy the island. Here, at the end, in the heart, you may find the answers. As you exit the entryway, you become aware of the profound antiquity of this place. When people first came to the island, they knew that it was special because of the magic, and the magic is most concentrated here. They built this place because of that. What? When people first came to the island, how could you know anything about that? Yet, somehow, you do. There's a lot of machinery in here. Well, that door's locked. Here in this room, Macrone's madness is coming to fruition. You can feel the energy pulsing, the flow of the magic diverted from spreading around the island and coming straight here. He is leeching power from everywhere to make this portal. It is almost done, but something is not quite right. There is a blockage somewhere. The magic is not flowing into the portal as it should. It's going clockwise. When we got the magic, it went counterclockwise. Going to investigate there in a bit. There is a chain here, but no matter how hard you try, you cannot turn it. You can feel the magic gently opposing you. The island does not want you to go this way yet. That door is also locked. There is a machinery here controlling the portal, but it is locked into place. There's nothing you can do with it in this corner. The set of controls is unlocked, and you think you can understand what they do. You may be able to use them to shut down the portal, which right now is dangerously close to being activated. What do? Use the controls. The first control sets the direction of the energy. Right now the energy is clockwise. What direction would you like it to be? Counterclockwise. The energy is set to run counterclockwise. On the pedestal, words begin to appear, and you think that you can change it by manipulating the magic. Right now the text reads, "The people are one with the land, and the people are one with the magic." What do you put into the pedestal? The people are one with the land, and the land is one with the magic. I think that's it. The words begin to appear on the pedestal again. They say, the only way to change the magic, to change the past, is to change the past. Whatever you did, it makes something happen. Feel the portal sucking in the magic from all around it. This place is now extremely dangerous as the portal can pull in anything nearby as well as the magic from the heart of the island. This is a disaster! Rather than shutting down the portal, you have turned it on. Macrone's evil plan to destroy the entire island is now that much closer to fruition. You are about to start fiddling with the controls again in order to see if you can fix your error when someone else walks in. You did it! I don't know why you did it, but you did it! Thank you, my friends. Macrone's gratitude is distinctly sinister, and you quickly realize why. Since coming here, he has absorbed an incredible amount of the magic coming from the heart of the island, and before you can even begin to fight him, he overpowers you. He takes you to a cell, where you can watch the final unraveling of the island. All seems lost, but perhaps something may yet be salvaged. The cell seems locked securely. You cannot see any way out. What is a cell doing here in the heart of the island? Who built this place and for what purpose? Before you can wander for long, you see a familiar face, and it fills you with horror and dread. Richie? Hi! Richie! What are you doing here? I told you to go home. Richie looks sheepish. I got lost again. I was closer to the exit this way, so I went out this way. I couldn't find my way anywhere else but here, and I knew you were here, so I came down here. What is this place? This place is dangerous, incredibly dangerous. You have to get out of here right now. Richie does not look as though he understands, but you wave him away as vigorously. Then something that you did not expect happens. Richie! Get out of there! No matter how terrified you are, Macron is visibly more. He is horrified, trembling, screaming, all his will bent towards getting your little brother out of the machine room. How does Macron even know who Richie is, and why does he care? He's going to kill everyone on the island anyway. What does one child's life matter to him? For a moment you hope that all will be well. Richie is leaving, apparently safely. But then everything goes wrong. I'm being pulled! I can't get away! He is so small that he slides right under the impenetrable beams. Now he stands right next to the portal, being sucked in, and there is nothing that either you or Macron can do to save him. Your little brother is going to fall into the portal. No! Macron runs away from the window, beating his hands against the walls, tearing the very fabric of reality with the energy. He disrupts reality all around you, and presumably by accident, disrupts the gates that are holding you in your cell. You are free! Free to deal with him once and for all. Free to exact vengeance for the loss of your brother. In this chest, you find a white key. You pocket it. That let us out. The portal pulls through strongly on everything in this room for you to be able to risk entering now. If you did, you might fall into the portal. This must be the way we go. You hear, just around the turn before you, the sounds of weeping, and you can feel a vast throbbing malevolence. Macron is angry and hurt, and he is reeling from what he has just seen. What your little brother Richie means to Macron you do not know, but surely the secret lies just beyond this turn. Alright, let's confront him. You still come, Macron says quietly. He is not attacking you yet, but you can feel waves of fury buffeting you with a fury worse than any of the island's rare storms. I fight you, lock you in cells, push you away at every turn, and you still come. No, it does not matter anymore. What doesn't matter anymore, and why not? None of this matters anymore, Macron says bleakly. What I came here to prevent has now happened. My work is useless. Years of my life have been wasted. This moment, this precious, foul, perpetual moment remains as it always has been. What are you talking about? What moment? The moment when I fell into the portal. History repeats itself as it always has. Time in an eternal loop, in an eternal circle, just walking footsteps that someone else has already trod before. The moment when you fell into the portal, my little brother Richie fell into the portal. Macron gives you a long, hard look. I am your little brother Richie. That's impossible. Impossible? Ha! Many things which I thought were impossible are indeed quite possible, with enough time. And the irony is that I, who have now run out of time, have had all the time in the universe. None of this makes sense. Explain yourself. Do you not see? Do you truly not see? Macron stares at you. Could you but remember when you last wore flesh, you might still control the faculties that solve far greater puzzles than this. Your little brother Richie has just fallen through a portal into another reality. He is not dead. Seeing your eyes full of hope, he adds, but he is irretrievably lost. From where he falls now, he will find another portal, and another, and another. He will spend a long time, longer than you can possibly imagine, hopping from one world to another. Some of these worlds will give him great power, longer life, treasures beyond compare. But on one he will find a world on which a great empire has conquered all 4 surface continents, and sends its unwanted to the caves below. He will travel to these vast underground caves and join an expedition of lizard men. And what happens with that expedition? They will travel far and lose much. Their successes will be great, as will their failures. But there he will lose someone. Someone he cares about very deeply. He will try to go on, try to live without her, but his distraction will grow greater and greater. Eventually, he will become obsessed with trying to bring her back. He will study necromancy, time travel, and any other art that might aid him. Eventually, he will succeed in traveling back in time, but not to the right place. Instead, he will return here. By that time, he will no longer be known as Richie, or even Richard. He will call himself Macrone. I am your brother. I have traveled through time to destroy this island, to prevent the younger version of myself from being pulled downward through that portal. Now I see that it was folly. I merely created my own downfall. If you were going to destroy the island, wouldn't that kill you? Yes. It would kill my younger self too, and perhaps create a space-time paradox that would destroy the entire universe. It was the only way to be sure that I never lost her. If Macrone is indeed your brother after many, many years, which seems incredible, but it could be true, he seems to have loosened a few screws along the way. Since it didn't work, can't you just stop now? Macrone peers at you darkly. No. If I am to be damned, then this whole island, the island of my birth, will be damned with me. I will obliterate it all! There does not appear to be any reasoning with him, and your hands instinctively reach for your weapons. He sees your motion and attacks, though he seems reluctant to leave the magic runes and cover the far end of the room. Alright then. Here's your combat. Now, not caught unawares, you are able to redirect some of the magic flowing around toward Macrone. It is hard to land a clean strike with all the magical energy swirling around, but you can do some damage at least. He does seem quite reluctant to move from where he is standing, however. I wonder why, and whether it matters. And he summons some creatures. Well, we're doing a lot of damage to him. You hurt Macrone enough to dissipate his energy, but he does not die. Macrone's energy, now collecting back together, reconstitutes his body. He is back and strong as ever. It does not appear that you will be able to defeat him here. Something is stopping you. The magic pulls you toward him, but you can do nothing against him if he can simply dissipate and reconstitute this way. He remains stuck in the ruins. The answer is not here. Perhaps it is elsewhere. Obviously, we need to get away from here. Fine, beat him down. And then move on. Alright, let's get away from here. Alright. Obviously the answer is we need to go south. Turn the wheel. Alright then. Alright, let's investigate here. This room is the oldest part of this ancient structure. When people first came to the island, they came here, to the inner heart of the island, where this pit already was, and built this room. There would be no one here if not for what is in this room. The pit in the center, with a glowing bulb on it, is the source of all the magic that wreathes the island. It flows up through that channel, and the bulb, shaped like a stopper but acting like a conduit, channels that energy. Here, if one wished, one could destroy the entire island. Or make it lose all that makes it special, and become just an island. So that is the heart. What's in the other side? The statues in this east room are old beyond your reckoning. 16 men and women, mostly men, who look like travelers, armed and powerful, circle the pool in the middle of the room. A basin of water flanked by crosses stands on either side of the room. On the other side of the room. There is a pool of water here on this pedestal. It exudes magic, although you cannot immediately tell what kind. What do? Wash your hands in it. You wash your hands in it. It's cool and refreshing, but you can't tell if anything happens. What if you drink from it? You drink a small sip of water from the basin. It's cool and refreshing, but you can't tell if anything happens. I guess we must move to the core here. You are next to the source of all magic. Your teeth buzz. Your eyes blur. Your hands shake uncontrollably. The energy around you is enough to level a mountain, or to build one. With this, you could sink the island to the bottom of the sea, or save it. The glowing bulb in the pit, paradoxically, blocks the physical space at the top of the pit, but amplifies the magic flowing through. You think you can move it, and that might have some effect, but you cannot say what it would be. What do? Remove the stopper conduit. You grab the stopper and heave with all your might. Straining to the utmost, you feel it begin to shift. A titanic struggle, with your full strength and all your newfound control over the magic pitched against the full flow of all that empowers the island, and no step of it easy. But after an eternity, 1,000 years or a heartbeat, you pull the stopper from the pit, and the visions, the strange familiar visions that you almost can remember yourselves, overwhelm you. They are so real that you believe you are actually there. You are in the bodies of warriors in Avernum. No, in the homeland, in Danitha. You are these people. Quickly, thoughts of the island become difficult to form. You remember only your lives here. Images flash before your eyes. The summons to Basikava from Laguerre, the journey to the deeps and through ancient Basikava, opening the gates, entering the guard post, freeing the souls of the Basikavans, slaying the dragon Galthrax, then to Vasculus, and south along the river to ruined cities, and Thasica, and the lava ocean, and demons, and barracks, and freedom in the strange cave. From there, the continuing journey. Laguerre's loss of faith, the rescue of Athas, the death of Laguerre, the journey to the underworld to save him, and the arrival in Danitha, where you have these past few months been denied entry. You are with Britha, Ithic, and a few negotiators, no one from Avernum. Pithos thinks that perhaps the shock might be less if only the sliths from the northern provinces of the homeland itself asked for re-entry. The local lord seems unimpressed. He's still saying no, but he is not sending you away just yet. But we are citizens of the Empire of Kalthas. It matters not. We cannot accept refugees. This is an old conversation, one that has been going on for months. However, this conversation will never end the same way that the others did. It will never end at all. A messenger, breathless, bursts in. My lord! What is it? The barbarians! The army! The army! The messenger babbles, and the lord stares at him with incomprehension, but you notice a look of utter horror spreading across Britha's face. The messenger manages to get out enough to communicate that there are barbarians at the gates. An army, he says. Ithic quickly gives you instructions. Go to the gates. Lend whatever assistance you can. The scout indicates that the army of barbarians is to the north. As you have done so many times before, you ready yourself for battle and head out. But this time will not be like the others. Well now! This took a twist. I had a feeling we were actually going to be the actual people from that story. But I didn't expect what was happening with, what's his name? How did I already forget his name? No matter, we have to get out there. Train up a bit. We have the ability. There, intelligence to 5 and a bit more endurance. Sheik. Intelligence to 5. Bonnie. I guess more endurance. And I guess a bit of bow strength. You have a bow. And hardiness. And Draco. Sure, intelligence. Okay. Well now. I think I see what's going to happen. But we're going to see that in the next episode, because this one's just about gone on long enough, I think. We might be able to go a bit more, but something big's going to happen very soon. So I'm going to end it here. Next episode we'll continue the story. I think we're going to change the past. That'll be in the next episode, so until then, I'm Chester44, that is Fox, Sheik, Bonnie, and Draco. This has been a Blades of Avernum Let's Play. I shall see you all next time.